All right. You're listening to Radio Belize Mix, and we're coming to you live from Los Angeles, California, on a beautiful Saturday morning. It's the 10th of September. Hip hip! Sure, make a hand again. Hip hip! That's what we're talking about. We're live from Little Belize Restaurant, and this is I Wake Up Like This with Queen Lorna, your humble servant Will Johnson inside the mix. My pleasure being here, and of course we've got some very special guests. I'm gonna allow Miss allow is not the word because she's the boss. Yeah, Miss Lorna to introduce the guests that we have for today on I Wake Up Like This. Hold on to this microphone, Miss Lorna. We're live on Facebook. By the way, for those of you who want to see us, Queen Lorna already put on her scare do, and myself.
What?
Here you go.
Did
That's
he
right.
say
That's right.
Skadoo?
Yeah. That's what we call it. That's what we call it.
Miss
What is that?
Skadoo.
That's right. And then let's see. Do I see you in the picture? Yes, I see you in the picture. There you are. Look at these beautiful ladies, folks, on Facebook. If you're watching, and if you're listening to Radio Belize Mix, our pleasure to have you on board. For those in Atlanta, Georgia, Chicago, New York, those in Canada, our friends all the way in Belize who are always listening to Radio Belize Mix, we thank you so much. Welcome to I Wake Up Like This. Queen Lorna, you look good. You look patriotic this morning.
All over, you know. I got to wave my Belize flag.
That's right, red, white,
So
and blue.
you guys out there, pull up your Belize flag today because we are wave it. We are wave it. So good morning, world.
Good morning.
Mr. Will Dixon, where your Belize shirt there, man? Come on, man.
Everything there, Nanny. No worry.
You guys are in for a treat. You guys are in for a treat. I think the Belize brief and all that stuff they answer.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know. Good morning, and it's a happy 10th of September.
Oh, it sure is.
Happy 10th of September. In the house, we have guests over here. Miss Ghana Sutherland is in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi, Ghana.
Good morning, everyone. 10th of September to all my Belizean family and my friends, my Facebook family and friends. It's so good to be here with you all this morning.
Right. Where you at here at Little Live and I Wake Up Like This.
I had some Belizean fried jack this morning, made by Majelly.
Majelly is in the house. Give it up for Majelly. Majelly. Yeah.
And they were pretty
Your
good.
fiance here says she got some fried jack, and I was not invited. I was not invited. So you are in trouble. Francois, big it up, big it up. Thank you. And everyone else here in Little Belize, our fan over there from last show, say hello. Hello. All right. So we ready for our Wake Up Like This.
Everybody's still waking up.
Everybody's still waking up. So we'll have a nice 10th of September.
That's right. Happy 10th of September, Belize. Happy 10th of September to all our friends around the globe. It doesn't matter where you are. We certainly hope you're having a good time watching and listening to Radio Belize Mix. We're starting out bright, aren't we?
Right. We are starting off bright. It's a big celebration day here in Los Angeles. And I wish I was in Belize. What do you think? Everything is happening down there, man.
I know. I wish I was in Belize too, but it feels like Belize right here at Little Belize today.
Well, we are here at Little Belize, so we're still in Belize. So yes. we're gonna make this happen. So we're gonna march, we're gonna sing, we're gonna rejoice, and we're gonna be blessed.
All right.
So we're here with Sister Ghana today.
Yes.
And it's been a long time. I've been trying to get this woman out on this show for a long time.
Oh
you know,
goodness.
So it's a pleasure having you here on I Wake Up Like This show. Finally, my sister, finally.
Well, it is a pleasure and an honor to be with you, Lorna, today, and Will. And sorry it took so long, but you know, busy, but you should never always make time for your folks, right?
That's right.
So I'm here.
Always make time for your folks, because you know what? Never ease up on this woman. She constantly trying to go into retirement. You know, she always, I don't feel like it. But you know what? She can't do that with Queen Lorna. You know, Queen Lorna stay on her back.
She stays on me all the time, always encouraging me. And thank you for that, because you're always pushing me to, you know. But I took some time off to, you know, ever since the Belizean goal and everything, and took some time to hang out with my kids and my grandson, you know.
Right,
so,
you know.
And I'm working on a CD. And, you know, that takes time, because you don't want to just put anything out there, you know. You want it to be really good, especially if you're doing it by yourself, you know. So it takes time. It's not ready yet, but it's coming.
Yeah, well, you know, I was making sure that, you know, like just like the other day when you was given the task of giving me a bio. Ask her how long it took her to give me a bio. You know?
About a year. But you know, I've had it for a while, because I had to come up with one for I sang a little bit at Phil Smart's church, you know, with the Voices of Refuge.
Right.
So we had to come up with one then. So I've had that one, and I just added a little bit and sent it to you, on Friday? Yesterday?
Just got it yesterday.
Just yesterday.
I just got it yesterday.
I
got something yesterday, so thank you, Ghana. But basically, the idea of this show is to bring you guys back into the light. You try to get away from us, but we cannot let great talent, you know, great talents died. So we were able to come up with this show, I Wake Up Like This. And the purpose, again, for everyone out there is basically just to get people that put in the time.
Right.
You know, because you guys been in the game for many, many years.
Oh, wow.
Many, many years. So I just want you guys to tell the world basically who you are, you know, who Ghana really is and where Ghana's been and what Ghana is going to be doing in the present.
Okay.
So,
well, my name is Ghana Castillo Sutherland, first of all, and I was born in Belize in Central America, like most of us are, right? I came out to the United States when I was I think I had my 12th birthday here. So I've been here since 1976. So for all of you guys who want to do the math, I'm 51 years old, but, and you know, I've been singing since I was a child. I attended Bethel Assembly of God School in Belize City, and then I came to the U.S., where I went to Catholic schools, Holy Cross Middle School, Western Mennonite School in Salem, Oregon, where I've always been a part of a glee club or been with a choir, attended Family Mennonite Church, sang with various gospel groups like, you know, the Jesus Followers, Written in Stone with my good friend Milas Clark and Greg Otley. You know Greg Otley. And after that, and right now with Voices of Refuge with my cousin Naomi Rodriguez and Tasia. So that's, and also with the Voices of Refuge. But my main thing back in 1990, 91, on a dare, my friend dared me to join this band, so I sang. One of the songs that I auditioned with was, Michael Jackson's I'll Be There.
I'll be there. Okay.
And it was for the Belizean Gold Band. So my relationship started with them in 91.
So the Belizean Gold Band is the first band that you branched away from gospel?
Right.
When you
The very first one, they kind of gave me the confidence to get on stage, because it was a hard thing, coming from church and then going into, but I had talked to my pastor about it, and, once he gave me the okay, it was good. And he reminded me that the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, and everything is the Lord, and he created the soca music, the reggae music, the punta music. It all belongs to him.
Right, so it was okay as long as you didn't take it to that extreme of...
Well, Belizean Gold was a very respectable band. I think we were the only band on the circuit for a long, long time, for a while. And we got all the gigs. I mean, when Calypso Rose came to town, Designer, Vic Taylor, who else? Oh, to name a few. There's so many of the artists that I used to hear when I was a little girl on records, and then to actually back them up. That was a real
amazing
treat for me.
So for those of them who's out there that don't know who was the band leader for that particular band, I need you to give us a brief history on the band leader and Belizean Gold.
Okay. First, it was headed off, managed by Frank Mushler, and then there was his business partner Mac.
Okay.
Mac, and then there's Ensward Morris. God Neil, Jaman, the best bass player on the planet, I promise you. Linares, and we call him Jaman. And then there was the wonderful Aaron Arana, who has passed away. He was a major keyboard player. Martin Tillett. Then we had another great singer, and somebody who would really take up the stage and make the place come alive. That was Prince. Yeah, I'm so glad he's here today.
Prince was in the house. That's a coincidence, right?
That name sounds familiar.
Yes.
Sound very familiar.
About a lot of energy on stage.
So he brought out the youth in you guys, right?
Oh my goodness!
I think he was the youngest member of that group.
Actually, Andre, the super duper trumpet player, he was the baby of the band. He has his own group now because everybody kind of went their separate ways, but we all still keep in touch. And everybody's doing their own solo stuff and everything, so, it's all good. But I remember the good days that we had and how Belizean Gold was the only band on the circuit for a long time. So we used to get all the, from the Belize Consortium.
Right.
And all the gigs. We're backed up from Bella Carib. Oh my God! I
so you guys were like the band on the scene that was.
We were on the scene. Was
taking every gig. You guys had no competition at that.
At that time, no.
Right.
We even did the marches and celebration at Hollywood Park when they actually had a park, and we used to celebrate and march around that park. I don't know if anybody remember that, but yeah.
Right. And how many years have you been with Belizean Gold?
Belizean Gold, I was with them for 12 years.
12 years.
Belizean Gold on the whole, I think, was together for 25 years. For 25 years, yeah. We used to practice right over there on Exposition and La Brea at Frank's Place. I don't know if anybody remember Frank's Place.
Right.
Big love to them this morning.
We all been to that place over there on Exposition and La Brea. And we have Sister Laverne that just came in the house, and look at how she is all ready for this 10th day of September.
Oh, yeah.
She got all dressed up.
You got to come over here so they can see you, Sister Laverne. You are ready. You are ready. Over here. You guys have to see this because she is ready. Look, we act like we was marching. We were marching.
Right over there. Yeah, that's it. That's right there.
Happy 10th.
Yeah, we have, as a matter of fact, since we're already talking about that, there's a lot of folks who have just joined us. I just want to make mention of you right here. But we say good morning to you. Rita Maybana, you know, she always
Hi,
watch and
Rita.
listen.
Hey, cuz.
Right, we want to say good morning here to Glenn Callis, also to Elizabeth Balderramos. We also have folks who have joined us like Norman Johnson. Let's see, and a whole lot more. We want to say thank you so much, Errol Patchett, all the way in Las Vegas. All the best to you, Sandra Brown, who just joined us, and to all the folks who are listening on Radio Belize, we thank you so much. But Ms. Ghana.
Yes.
I'm going to get to you now because Queen Lorna was really drilling you now. I have a couple of things for you.
You got a couple of things for
Yeah,
me? Okay.
yeah. No, you know, I grew up having the opportunity. I think I catch what you call the tail end of the group.
Okay.
When I first got here,
Right.
you guys were performing at the Belize Cultural Foundation.
Yes.
I saw the Belize and Gold that I've heard about long time ago. Finally on stage, and you guys were as professional then as you were before.
Thank
you know,
you.
and I have a lot of respect for you guys, and I think you set the standards, set the bars real high, the group. And all the groups that follows still have not matched that in terms of the amount of folks that come together for as a group. We have like 2-piece band, 5-piece. We're not knocking any group. But I'm
Right.
saying you hear that full sound
Yes.
when you have that entirety of background vocals,
Yes.
lead vocals,
The
horn
horn
section.
section,
Right.
yes.
And so I want to compliment you guys tremendously for that.
Right.
And very
Thank
rare
you.
do we get that occasion when we have a full group again up on stage. And in terms of your singing, you're blessed, completely
you.
blessed.
Thank you
Completely
very
blessed.
She
and,
is.
and doing great with it. And teamed up
appreciate
with a
that.
husband like yours. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Wait, we got to touch that in a little bit. We got to touch that in a little bit. You know, so
Yeah.
that was awesome. Yeah, there was another female singer
Oh yes.
that was with you that I love, Lady D.
There were two of them. There
was
was
two?
Lady D and there was Elizabeth Weatherboard. She lives in
Elizabeth.
North Carolina now. But Lady D is here in LA. You know, she plays out in Laguna Beach.
Yeah,
Those
but
places lots of times. She's still doing her
I've
thing.
had the pleasure of working with her too.
And she was the one, actually I have to credit her for introducing me to the recording studio because she took me with her on a lot of her little gigs in the studios, and that's how I got my start in, you know, doing background vocals in the studio with, you know, with her.
Okay, great. Dr. Lorna, I ain't conscious when you put on your doctor glasses.
You know, as you get older, the vision.
That's why I never said
I
nothing about that. I
actually-
said Dr. Lorna.
I
Vision.
actually tore my contact lenses, so I had to break out my glasses today.
I just wanted to join my girl over here so we can,
We're
you know.
sisters with glasses,
Yeah, we're
yeah.
sisters with glasses so we can match.
Well, you know, you just have to leave it to Will. I have to throw in a little humor here and there. You know, it's radio after all, and that's what we do. We make it all spicy.
Yeah.
Right. So Ghana, you know, been in this music scene for such a long time.
Right.
I know there's a lot of folks out there, artists out there that is, you know, that influence you. Do you have any names for us that you may want to throw out there? I know you want to be a little careful because you don't want to step on nobody's toe, but you can tell me.
My influence, you know, I'm a lover of gospel music, and growing out, you know, living out here in LA since I was like 12 years old, I was influenced by a lot of the R&B groups. But one of the my absolute favorite singer is CeCe Winans. I don't know if you've ever heard of
Yes.
her, but I love her, and you know, Whitney Houston and all of that. So and then, you know, of course, the Caribbean singers, Judy Bosher. I used to do her songs. And of course, the one and only Calypso Rose. She had that fire on stage, you know, I always
Still got
want
it.
to
She
exude
still
that
got
fire
it.
that she has on stage, you know? So those were, to name a few. But yeah.
All right, we're going to keep it as two, to name a few. There you have it. So now we're going to touch something that, you know, that she's still doing right now. She teamed up, like you said, with the one and only Majelly.
Yeah, my jelly.
So double trouble.
Number one.
Double trouble. So right now, they had a video that was produced by the one and only Francois.
That's right.
And I need Ghana to tell me a little bit about being in that video
Oh, my
with
goodness.
Mr. Majelli.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I mean, Francois got us up like at the crack of dawn, and we had to go all the way to what was that, San Pedro, to do that video. Majeli's got a really nice CD out called Breeze from Belize, and one of the songs on there is Flute Dance.
Right.
And so, and we also had the pleasure of having you in that video. But it was real beautiful. It was an early morning. The sun was shining. It was just coming up. And we did the shoot. And it was just really wonderful. I just hope everybody could get their hands on Breeze from Belize because it's such a nice CD. It's mostly smooth jazz.
It's really a nice CD.
Very
so
mellow.
we got to tell the folks where they can purchase or where they can get that CD from.
Right. Well, he's in the middle of getting some more made, so they should be on the scene for like when we get out here on the 18th. Hopefully, we'll have it to sell.
Breeze from Belize.
Yes.
We're gonna take it over here to Mr. DJ, so he can give us some hot music for this tent, and then we're gonna come back with some more.
All right.
Ghana, Sutherland.
All right, so folks, we want to thank you so much for watching and listening to us. Of course, just before I jump into another track right here, I want to say good morning to Josetta Welch, Acosta, who's saying all the best to you, Ghana and Lorna. Also to Enrique Arana, who just joined us, Sandra Brown. It's good to have you. DJ Queen Sabaran is all the way somewhere in Colorado, one of those places, cold places, while we're enjoying the beautiful sun right here in Los Angeles, California. Just trying to make you jealous right there. And of course, to all our folks right here in Little Belize Restaurant, we have our regular fans who eat up all the Johnny cake, all the egg, all the beans, and not left nothing for Will. But I know, quarrel with, We have Mr. Young who just stepped in. We have Prince Michael, Mr. Energy himself. And we have Francois, and we have a couple guests right over there. We want to say good morning to you guys, and we thank you so much. We're celebrating the 10th of September, that is. And somebody just said to me, are you going to play a 10th of September song? I say, why not? Why not?
Why not? Here we go.
Hip hip. No man, hip hip. One more time, hip hip. That's right. All right, let's talk a little bit about the tent just for a moment right here, Queen Lorna. I know you used to can't wait till when the parade don't forget refreshment. You leave paper bag with your ideal and your what you call it?
Lemonade.
You what?
Lemonade.
Lemonade. And what else would they in your bag?
Cake.
Cake. Doggy bag.
Well, it's sweet, yes, at least sweet. At least,
Powder
the
bun?
bun.
No,
Yeah, the
powder
powder
bun
bun.
too?
Powder bun,
Oh,
yes.
Lord.
Yes.
See, if you had grew up on the north side like I did by York Street, York Street there between Freetown Road and Castle Street, you may get powder bun in your bag.
Oh, say me that Hattieville. Me that straight Hattieville. So
Hattieville.
we don't get all of that,
Oh, really?
We get what leave it that thing.
We had a little brown paper bag full up of everything, and then even a little, the little flute that we blow, and it come out.
Yep.
Like that. Yes.
Yeah,
We had
they
one of
clock on
those
it.
too.
That's right.
I remember
You know
those.
what I remember? The effort our parents made in making sure that our uniform was properly ironed.
Exactly.
You know what I tell you? Look sharp
By
like Prince.
Everybody starch up.
Because nobody can touch Prince when they come to look in shop. So I have to use that as reference.
The cleanness,
Sharp,
right? The cleanness.
in our uniform, and we were proud.
Starch
We
up
were
with
proud.
Everybody's shirt must starch up their least skirt and
That's right.
everything. Your school uniform.
You take the pants off, a Prince is still stand up.
Oh, wow. Wait, you're not even on the hot seat yet, and he already.
Those were the good old days.
Then the night before the 10th, which would have been like last night, Fire Engine Parade.
Yes.
All the bicycles dressed right up to the 9.
I saw it on YouTube this morning.
Yeah.
They did it last night. The
Right.
night. It was
But some-
beautiful.
But I also learned that in some of the towns, they were kind of very, they kind of waited for Independence Day, which I want to definitely say at this point is totally wrong. Because St. George's Key Day is always before
Is it?
Independence Day.
Right.
We should always celebrate St. George's Key Day,
Exactly.
no matter what. And all the effort in terms of we're only going to disperse this amount of money for the independence and not the 10th is ridiculous and wrong.
I agree.
That's my personal opinion.
I agree.
So I think that all the towns should always have something good for 10th of September.
Right, so
Exactly.
can I ask, I'm not quite sure, how is the celebration on the 10th in Belize now? Is it just canty or is it a big celebration?
It has leaned more to carnival.
Ah.
Yeah, that's how
That's
we
what I
have
heard.
lost some of the patriotism.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that publicly. I'm not afraid to say it.
Right.
Because all the young people tell me I had to get dressed ready for carnival. Whatever happened to the 10th of September?
Oh,
You
that's,
know?
yeah, you're right.
So we
That's
really,
right.
we really have to make a conscious effort here in
Right.
making sure our young people understand the value and where the history behind
And where
St.
this,
George's Key Day.
this all started
You know what
and
I'm
why it
Oh,
started.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I don't care if people say we never really fight, if I never pick up coke and a stick boy and beat up somebody. I don't care. I still celebrate 10th,
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah, for the
I think we
Baymen. If it wasn't for the Baymen,
we should-
And I would do it all over again.
yeah.
I'm going to stone you with a slingshot or something
Okay.
if you mess with Belize.
Well, I don't think we should forget that.
All right,
Forget
good.
our
So
history.
we're having
Amen.
fun, folks. We're having folks. And we're
Yes.
talking history all the same. And we're reminiscing, and some of the folks could relate to what we're talking about. But in the meantime, so let me just do this song for you to get the groove on. Here's this one for you. Remember Faron, huh?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
All right, we're back. That was super good. That was super good. Yeah, we had
Super
fun.
good.
Yeah, that's
I haven't heard that
Trust-
one before.
When it comes to Radio Belize Mix, we pull out all the stops.
Yeah,
Radio
right.
Everything.
Belize Mix.
Yeah, I remember Seferino. Remember Miss Gladys Stewart? I don't know if you're.
No,
Will you remember Miss
Yeah,
Gladys
of course,
Stewart?
of course.
No.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I don't.
I guess Lorna never born yet.
I'm not so young.
No, well, yes, I was born because we're about the same age, remember? that young, but I don't
those were the
remember.
those were the good days. Those were the great days.
But they keep me that bush, so I stay back.
Yeah.
I stay back a bush, back a bush. So anyhow, Miss Ghana.
Yes, yes.
Back to you. So I need to touch on something, because we are within this Little Belize community here in Los Angeles. We have so many talents, so many artists. I need your view on that. What do you think? How are we doing as far as the entertainment, as far as our Belizean artists is concerned? So I need your feedback.
Well, one of the things is, September seems to be our biggest month, right? And September, October, November coming on to Christmas. I just say to the artists out there, you keep doing wherever they invite you to perform, just do it with your heart. Just, God will see your work, will open doors for you. Just be encouraged, and don't stop. Just keep going. That's my thing, for the other artists out there. As for myself, too, you have to remind yourself to push yourself, and do the best that you can.
Right, and wherever you can support, just support.
Support
everyone. Everyone will have an event or everyone will have something.
Mm-hmm.
Just support wherever you feel like going. Do it,
right.
And let's have a wonderful time, especially within this September month.
Yes.
We just want to have a wonderful time. I don't care if it's 5, 6, 7 events happening at the same time. Wherever you want to go.
All of them.
Right. Wherever you want to go, plan your time. I'm going to spend an hour here, I will spend an hour there,
right.
and I will cover all grounds. So that's what we want to do. We want to unite in that way, and no fussing or fighting.
And I hope one thing that we can all do one day, and maybe we are working up to the day when everybody will be able to come together
as one
and really celebrate, So I'm hoping for that day still.
Right, and that's what we're trying to work towards, because we want that unity circle to be completed.
There's strength in unity.
Right.
Together, united we stand, divided we fall. So let's stay together. And I think genuinely Belizean people really do love each other. And take for example a lot of Belizean sisters out there. We love our men. Our Belizean men. Mm-hmm. And so we tend to kind of stay in our little communities, but together. If we stay together, we'll be strong.
Totally agree. I'm glad when you mentioned the part Belizean men, you make me antenna going up. That's right.
Belizean
We're
men
proud.
are wonderful.
We're proud.
I don't care what they say.
Yeah,
I think Belizean men are wonderful.
Yeah.
I got some beautiful, talented brothers that I know that are musicians. They're excellent.
Well said. I have this on recording so I could play it back anytime I want to feel good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because of course, like you said, I need to take the time out to just thank all the Belizean brothers who have uplift themselves and make something of themselves. For the rest who have not gotten there yet, you're on your way and you still could do it. That's my word of encouragement to you.
Yep.
All
I
right?
was always amazed by the Belizean Gold men, the guitar players and everything in there. They taught themselves how to play music, which I think is, they just heard it and they played it.
Yeah.
A lot of times Belizean Gold used to sound better than the record that, that we were, and they just had that talent like
for
that.
the most part,
and so many of them have gone unnoticed, but
Yeah.
I just want to say a special thank you to that band, because they helped me with my singing to come out a little bit more. I was shy and everything, but they really helped me.
Right.
And the love and the camaraderie that was shared between them, it was awesome. And it was kind of hard for me to join another band because I didn't have the, that love that they had and the support. And, but if they were like that band, they would have went far.
Yeah.
And
But
the only reason, one of the only reasons why Belizean Gold, stopped where it did, because, everybody
Got older.
Because of age, and then,
but
illness took over.
We
lost 4 of our members.
We all know that whatever the good there is going to come to an end at some certain time.
Right.
The fact that you could relate and you reminisce and think and have good thoughts is what matters. It's good memories that matters. Right.
Amen to
thank you,
that.
and thank you again, Ghana, for making mention of that. And I just want to make mention of the fact that most Belizean musicians, we didn't have that opportunity to really learn music, reading music and stuff like
Right.
that. We were blessed with a good ear
Yes.
to be able to pick up a music and play an instrument, and we're still doing that to today day.
True.
And people who grew up on music, learning music in school, look at us and very impressed. You know, and so we're proud
Like,
of
where
that.
did they learn? Like, well, for instance, I gotta say, my honey bunny Majelli, who reads music and writes it, he'll get up in the wee hours of the morning and he hears something and he writes it. I mean, it's just awesome talent.
Nice.
there.
Talent.
Awesome talent.
Yeah, yeah. We can't hear what he's
We,
saying.
we can't hear you, Majelli. You want to come over here and
Come tell us what
come
you
on
what you're
up
saying.
and
They're American musicians. They read and stuff. And not too long on Monday, I was telling them about you guys that don't read, but when you come down, it's like them that read, they don't have the pulse. You have to teach them that. I tell them the guys don't read, but when you listen to them, you better get ready.
So while they have to look at the paper, we don't have to. So they're impressed with that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, good enough.
right. Interesting.
we're gonna move on now?
interesting. So we have one more thing for Ghana because I know she gave you something
No,
music.
we weren't able to get that, so.
We wasn't able to get, but I'm gonna let her talk a little bit about her currently in the studio right now and what she's working on, and maybe she can sing us live a little piece of
Oh,
what
my
she's working on
goodness.
because we could not get her music together. So, but can you tell us what to expect from you coming out with the one and only Majelli, both of them in the studio? So this should be very interesting, very hot, right? So
Yes.
can you tell
Well,
us?
you know, my background of music is mainly with my gospel music, and first and foremost, I want to give my honor to God and to my Belizean people that I want to I'm working on a gospel album, a Belizean gospel album. So, you know, because we must not forget the Lord and how far He's brought us. And I'll never forget my little country Belize, who has helped shape me into the person that I am and the values that I grew up on. And I'm going to share that on my next album through those gospel songs, you know? So, and teaming up with Majelli, he's writing a lot of the music, and we're going to be in his brother, Carl, in Carl's studio, one of the best studios. So now that I've met up with him, I have no excuse. I got to get this album done.
Wow, this
It's
is
gonna be a real treat,
It's gonna
everybody.
be hot. I guess we're not gonna get a little taste. So why
Not
didn't you
yet.
get that music to play? you know, so
I had brought something from my Belizean Gold days, so I don't know if you could have gotten on it, but
yeah, he wasn't able to.
He wasn't
so
able
do-
to.
do
That's
you-
no problem. We'll be able to. I'll be able to get the CD from you and download it, and then I'll be able to play it on Radio Belize Mix, which is 24/7, so
Okay.
it's going to be played, guaranteed.
All right.
Right. So, is there anything else that you would like to leave your audience with? You guys have to look for this spectacular, incredible.
Belizean gospel CD that's going to be coming out.
Right.
I'm hoping to have it out by early next year. So I want to thank all my friends and my family for their support. And just a little bit longer, just wait a little bit longer, you'll be getting
No,
a
we
real
can't wait
treat.
no more. We ready. We
No,
wait
because
too long.
I want it right, I'm doing it, it's just me and the musicians, so it's going to take a little time. But I guarantee you it's going to be great. You're going to enjoy it.
I'm sure we will. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The one and only Miss Ghana Sutherland.
Thank you.
And
thank you
we're,
and Will for having me on your show today.
yes, and you are on
All right.
I Wake Up
Like this. Got it? All right.
Thank you.
Woo.
So this is going to give me time right now to send a big shout out here to Lisa Brown Williams, who just joined us on Facebook. Also to Michael Wagner, good morning to you. Happy 10th. Josetta Welch Acosta, happy 10th of September to you and your family. Also to Cleve, Mr. Cleve Cadle, Elvira Wait Walters, Terry Garbutt, good morning. Greetings going out to you. Myrna, Belize and Vibes, Catherine Roches, Jane Gribson, Simon, also to Catherine Roches once again, Marie Loviano, buenos dias, de Mexico, Margaret is from Jamaica, good morning to you, Mr. Ray Young, happy 10th, Sunshine Novello in Oakland, good morning to you, DJ Henderson in New York, oh my goodness, folks from all over, Miss Joan Greenwood, good morning to you, and she said, no forgot next week, Sunday, Avalon and Hollywood, well, all the best to you on your celebration, we're going to be there having a good time. Also to Joan Avila all the way in Paine, Punta Gorda, PG, Elizabeth Thompson, I believe in New York, Carol J. Renault in New York, I'm trying to remember where all these folks are at this time. Rita May, once again, good morning to you. Sandra Brown, Enrique, oh my goodness, Norman Johnson, Walter Garbutt. Top of the morning to you, Errol J. Project, Glenn Callis in Punta Gorda, or Belize, I should say. Ellen Flowers, Kimberly Forbes, good morning. Patsy Rodriguez, Patrick Barrow, good morning to you. Yolanda Lampiesta, and Michael Prince is here, who say awesome to be in Little Belize. Yeah, eating up all the salbutas by himself. No worry, I'll crowd you later. Reina Jose Salas, all the best to you. And Diane Gray Gaynor, all the best to you. Clifton Lewis Jr., Ines M. Carballo, top of the morning to you. And thank you all for watching. Thank you all for listening as we continue the best of the best right here on I Wake Up Like
This.
That's right.
I wake up like this.
All right. I got my name Prince. I has a beautiful history also. And that started when I came to the United States. And my first band I played with, ironically, with the beautiful Miss Ghana Sutherland.
Yes.
I had the privilege of playing with her also in Belize in Gold. And we were sitting one evening, just having drinks, me and Miss Frank Mushler and some of the other guys of the band. And he just started looking at me and saying, look, you remind me of somebody, but I can't put my hands on who he is. I can't remember his name, you know?
Right.
And so this went on for a couple of hours, you know, and we got a little tipsy, a little buzz. And I said, Frank, do you know my father? He said, yes, I know your father, but I don't know what he goes by. I said, they call my father Prince. And he almost dropped his drink.
Wow.
And he jumped up and he said, that's the guy. That's the guy.
That's the guy.
That's Prince. You're Prince, huh? I said, I sure am.
Interesting story.
And that name just stuck to me. And everyone, and they don't even know my real name. I go by Prince.
Right. We
And,
really didn't know his real name. So
Yeah.
this was very. I'm glad that you guys finally send this to me. Like Miss Ghana took a year and a half to send this information to me. So that is where he gets his name, Prince. And it was. How long your dad been with the band before they even knew that?
I'm sorry.
What instrument did he play? Or what
Well,
was
he was a drummer.
he was the drummer.
Yeah, he was a drummer.
Wow.
And you know, as I came over here, maybe a decade after, I went to see him, my father, and he still had that drum in his garage.
Wow.
And he showed me the drum, which was well kept, because
Wow.
he's a neat freak. Okay, you think I'm a neat freak? You should meet my father. He is.
Well,
a neat
there,
freak.
Mr. Johnson, you see where he got it from, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I've had the pleasure of working with Prince, and I still have the pleasure, have the pleasure of working with Prince because we've been friends for a very, very long time. And everybody knew when Prince was coming. You either smell her first, smell like cologne from far, and when he walk in, everything sharp, sleeve sharp, thin sharp. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, apart from all that, I'm going to say this publicly. He's a humble fella, very nice fella.
Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that in front of your face.
Thank you,
Now
I
the world
appreciate
hear
that.
it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And when it comes to Prince and his music, he no play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
because
mess with the Prince.
I will tell you what you guys don't know. In rehearsals, Prince is very meticulous. It's like, will I not hear your keyboard? Bring it up a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. And I like that because the man is into his music. And when you're into something, you're serious about something, you become a success instantly.
That's absolutely true.
Right, and like he said, we need to know this because you were born in, you from was it San Ignacio?
Yes, I'm from San Ignacio, Cayo, on Burns Avenue in front of the police station.
Whoa, in front of the police station.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. So he couldn't get in trouble because he was right there in front of the police
Yeah.
station. So just give us a little bit history as far as where you started at that age of 14 and you got with the big group that Youth Connection Band and all that stuff. So can you tell the audience as far as how you got started in this business?
Well, during my early years in high school, or in Belize, they used to always do these talent shows, or we call it variety shows in Belize, where they showcase different talents and stuff. And so I had always had this burning passion for music, as we used to go out during the September celebration, and we used to look at bands. They used to have multiple bands on the flat playing, and we would just be there watching them. And I was fascinated by just watching music and hearing, feeling the feel of the people's passion of the music. And so time went by. I gathered up some guys from our neighborhood. Now you're talking about 14, 15 years old, and we used to cut out the pigtail buckets.
Yeah,
And make our own drum and do a fishing line on a piece of board, and that would be our band.
Right.
But the time came when this variety show came along. I was in first form, we call it in Belize,
First one.
and I was scared of to admit that, hey, I can do this. I can sing. So they said, okay, you will represent this high school at this variety show.
On the spot.
Yes, so there was a song called No Llores Mi Vida it was done by the Gil Harry 7 band from Corozal, Belize. And so I loved that Spanish song. So I decided to do that song at the variety show. And of course, I picked out a female from my class to sit in a chair while I serenade to her.
At 14.
So I started the song, and halfway through the song, I was doing great, I think. And I gave her a rose, as I sang, and she just
Faint.
broke down crying. And I was like, well, that's not.
That's a good
But
thing or a
it's
bad
just,
thing, right?
it was at that moment that I really realized that, look, I have something going here,
I got
If I can do that, I have a passion for music, and the talent is there. I'm not afraid to show it. I wasn't shy, and I wasn't scared. Once I was up there, I was up there. You know, so from there, that was the pivotal moment for me. I just kept going. I just kept going. And then that was my principal of the high school came to me and then said, you did great up there, and we would like you to represent this high school at the regional Catholic retreat at the Civic Center in Belize. Now, there was Santino's Messengers was the biggest band in Belize at that time.
Right.
And so I went up there also and sang again. But this time I sang One More Try.
I love that song by Timothy. Right?
And again, I did great. And that was the moment all the other bands started calling me locally. But of course, I couldn't go with them because I was underage. And, you know, being in the cantinas and the nightclubs, you just can't be in there if you're young.
So that's where your talent for the work of music begins. So now he was a star.
Yeah, and I want them to hear his voice. So this is what we're going to do right now. We're
All
going to hear
right.
Prince.
All right, thanks.
Sabor a soca cumbia, música del Caribe. Banda, nueva ola. ¿Qué le digo si la miro cuando la mi corazón se estrella y empieza a tambalear. La del mono dorado. Oh, mi amarillo. Me trae todo mi amarillo. La del moño colorado. Mira cómo. De todas las que yo miro, una que quiero más. Una del monito rojo, quisiera yo cantar. De todas yo me miro. De tanta
All right, that's in case you're just joining us, that's the voice of Prince Labriel. Michael Labriel. And Prince, we want to thank you so much. I had a lot of fun working with you. And Prince also became famous. He was on TV. You hear about that, right?
He was?
apart from yeah, his son, they had an exclusive on his Chris, tell us about that.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That was my oldest son, 21 years old. He's my junior. Francis Jr. is in the military. He's in the Navy on the U.S. Stetson. He was touring, and he's doing quite a marvelous job with the military, and he's been rewarded greatly for those achievements. And so the city news, where I live in Hawthorne, gave us, they asked if they could do a little clip covering those achievements, and of course we were very privileged and grateful because it ran internationally, and a lot of Belizeans were proud because he did display a beautiful flag in the documentary, and all Belizeans were very proud of that moment, and also Love FM, I understand, also covered a little clip when they saw it on YouTube, and that made me proud, and it made all my friends proud, and I'm sure a lot of the folks in here felt very proud of that. So he continues to do great, and I'm very proud of my son.
So
give it up, you guys.
We're proud of you as a musician and as a dad.
Thank you. Thank you.
Give it up. Give it up. Right. So, oh, that's awesome. I love it.
No, Miss Queen Leonard, if you don't mind, let me chat with Prince a little bit.
All right, then.
Prince, you are a great musician, but we know that you started out quite a long time ago. Let's take us through the steps. Which band you first started with, the next band, and the next band, and the next band, and where you are now. Take us through the steps.
Okay. Well, I first started out in Cayo, San Ignacio, Cayo, when I was 17. That's when I graduated from high school, and I joined a band called the Dynamics. Back then, and the leader of that band was Mr. Joe Moreno. I'm sure you know Joe Moreno.
Yes.
And I was very, very fortunate to learn a lot of techniques from Mr. Moreno. And all his kids are brilliant vocalists and instrument players, and so that was quite an experience for me. That lasted about a year, maybe a year and a half, and then I was drafted by another group who had more exposure. That group was called the Sunset Band.
Okay.
And, they were also from San Ignacio, and with that group I got a lot of experience and exposure traveling internationally to Mexico and Guatemala. We used to go play for the fairs and the carnivals and stuff like that.
So these group are predominantly playing what, Latin music?
When back then?
Yeah.
Myself?
Yeah.
Or the bands?
The band.
Oh yeah, it was a mixture of pretty much everything.
Okay, so we're talking about the cumbia, but the drum music, the Belize music.
The very same genre as we play over here. It's the same thing we used to play over there. So it was beautiful, and I loved it, man. I still do. Yeah. So that was my band I played the longest with in Belize, the Sunset Band, and I left Belize back in '96, almost '97, and I got to the U.S. I joined a band called the Latin Lovers Band. That was some guys from Branchmouth, Cayo. I was Marlon's from the Dynamics Band, and that was his uncle who owned that band. And coincidentally, I met Marlon and his dad in the Latin Lovers Band.
Okay.
He was back then, he was like 14, 15 years old.
That's how long Marlon had been.
Yes. And I met them in there, and I played with them for about a year. And that was when Marlon decided to make his own group. Yeah, back then it was called BC Dynamics, Belize Caribbean Dynamics.
See, that's true.
It was called Belize Caribbean Dynamics, and then it was Mr. Stephen Bain who said, look, why don't we just call ourselves the Caribbean Dynamics? It has a great ring to it, let's use it. Man, and from that point on, the band just took off. It just took off, and I'm sure you know all the the compliments that we got from that group. They went to Belize, they went to different parts of the world. We backed different artists and stuff like that.
And people are still dancing to the CD today.
Yeah, and
you know all the good music that Kevin Dynamics have put out there.
Yeah, they have a pretty. Their name is it's like a franchise.
Yeah, well established.
And it's well established, and you hear Curry Dynamics. Hats off to those guys. No complaints there with playing with those guys. So yeah, and during that era too, I played with Dynamics for a long time. I would say for 6 or 7 years.
All right.
But during that time, I was also playing with Belize in Gold. In Belize in Gold, which caused a little bit of controversy. As you know, if you were entertaining with one band, you can't go entertain with another band. And then it come to be that both bands had a gig on the same
day. On the same night.
That is why.
What did you do? I'm curious to hear about that. How did you play that? How did that play?
I went into the back room and said a prayer, man. Because I knew I would end up losing some good friends, and it would cause a controversy because of my own selfishness, So it was a learning experience for me, and I had to learn the hard way. But eventually, I learned. And that was the bottom line.
You sure did. And then, you just been moving from good bands to good band, and then after the Belize in Gold band, you end up with Smith Brothers.
Yes, that was with King Rancho's New Wave Band. And actually, I played with that band for the longest.
Well, that's where we worked together.
Yeah, and that's where, of course, I met yours truly, Mr. Will Johnson. And great keyboard player, great singer. He does everything.
We had a lot of fun.
Believe in talent.
We have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. And so I played with King Rancho for about 8 years. After which we parted ways, I think I went into a retirement because I got kind of fed up with some of the politics that we deal with in bands, and I'm sure Mr. Johnson can attest to some of that.
I'll say this publicly, all right?
Yeah.
Musicians always think they're retiring. You never retire from music. You could take a little break for a little while, but then it's in you, and you have to go back to it.
Yes.
Yeah. They'll put that new style and all that. Sure. As soon as you have fun, boom, right back there again.
Yeah.
It's in you. You just can't get rid of it.
Right.
But we do have time when we have to step back because we will re-evaluate ourselves and see where we're going to go from where we are.
Right. And that's the reason why you have a Wayk Up Like This. So you gotta watch it. I'm looking, I'll be like, wait a minute. That one, I haven't seen him in a while. That one is not getting no acknowledgement. What's going on? So this is why I formulated a Wayk Up Like This, because it's somebody that's been in the game for so long and we don't get her credit. I'm in the same shoe. I've been in the game forever, as you guys know, and I like a little pat on the shoulder at times.
Absolutely.
It always helps. A little thank you. That's why I always put that out there. A little thank you will help. So we got to start to just get a little leaner. Just not be afraid of saying, I appreciate you. We do appreciate your talent. We appreciate everyone. We want Belizean music to go far, and we want to come together as one. And I know that with Prince here, because I've been actually following him and looking at all the good works. He's very detailed. He is very detailed in everything he does. If he writes something, it's gonna be a long, detailed message or a paragraph. Or if he's congratulating someone, he really does it, and it seems all the way from the heart. So those are I do read a lot of write-ups. I read all the blogs. I read everything, so you guys know. So when you guys write on my page, and I would love for you guys to go on my page whenever you see all these talented artists that I'm bringing out, and they have a lot to say, because we don't get the credit that we all deserve too often. Okay, and I understand what it is, because he is an artist. He could go so. With these bands where there's a lot of
talents within that one little community right there, then we will have frictions,
it's
you know.
human nature.
and sometimes, and most of the times, I see it because I have a very visual. I could tell when stuff is not going right within a band.
Okay.
And sometimes I see it with you too, but you know, you're very professional in what you do. So
thank you.
We wanna take it, and we got to get to the close as far as what you're doing now, since you played with King Rancho and the New Wave Band for so many years, and where are you now? You know, where is Prince, and what is Prince doing now?
Okay.
Now?
Well, after that very brief retirement, I was at home for a little bit, and got a call from my little cousin. She goes by the stage name Lady O. Very beautiful young lady, and she sings very nice. And she was like, "Hey, Prince, are you still up to the music?" And I was like, "You know what? No, I'm not." And she was like, "Why?" I said, "Well, I'm tired of the politics in the music. That's why." And she said, "Well, no, it's not going to be like that no more." I said, "Well, you cannot guarantee me that it's not going to be like that anymore." So I was kind of skeptical about the whole thing. And then she said, "Okay, we're making a new group. We're making a new group, and the group consists of various players that you know. Mr. Jaime Craig Pasero, aka Pasero. That's the
That's
original.
my brother right
That's
there.
the original Pasero from back in the day. I'm sure Mr. Fred also knows that guy. He's always bigging him up at his restaurant. But anyway, she went on to say, "Okay, we're making a new band, and you should come down and check it out." So I went down there. I checked it out, and I was like, "This is pretty good. It's pretty good." Turns out the band is called the Dominators. They were out back in...
Right. And that's what I was going to
Back in
ask
the
you
day.
about that name.
Yeah.
Fred Locks, Freddie
Right.
Brown.
Freddie
Those
Brown,
guys.
Freddie
Yeah.
Brown, they were the Dominators.
Right.
So I was wondering if there was any any connection with Freddie Brown and
Yeah.
that name. Is he a part of that, or are you guys collaborating, or you guys talked about that? You
Well,
know?
to what I can tell you is Norman, I don't know if you know Norman Smith. I think he was the engineer of the Dominators back in the day.
Okay.
Well, he's still affiliated, and he's still pretty much...
so there's a connection.
Let me just interpret that for you in
Yes.
Creole. Nah, man.
Naaman, yeah, Naaman. Okay, Naaman Smith. That
Naaman
guy.
Smith.
So he's / engineer, keyboard
Okay.
in the group. And then we have a manager also in the band. I forgot his name. I don't want to
Okay,
misquote
we
his
don't
name.
have to spill all the beans as yet.
But so far, we've been working together little
Okay.
under 5 months. And so far, it's been positive.
Okay.
And so our first showcase is going to be, I guess, at this event. There you see the Dominators right there.
Oh, okay. So you
So-
are on the
So we're on that
The-
ticket along with
the,
Tropical Sensation, of course.
release day.
Yours
So-
truly. And hopefully the people get to enjoy
That's
our
when you
music.
guys going to be making your debut performance.
Yes,
that's the
sir.
debut.
And we're looking forward to it because we know that Prince and Otti is bringing something big to the table.
What,
New.
thank you so much.
See, I tell you guys, with the September celebration, we will have today everywhere.
I know.
And that is called unity. I don't care when to say. I want to jump from one thing to the next.
I think I'll join you guys.
Yes, we are jump from one thing to the next because you know what? All are we the one.
Hey, give me
That's
a
right.
high five
All
on
right.
that. That's
All
nice.
right.
That's
Okay.
nice.
So anyhow, so that is a good thing to know. And I want to hear you guys, so you know I gotta be there too. So it's wonderful what you guys are doing. And
you.
and did somebody tell me that there's two of you guys? You twin?
I have He looks just there. He's down there, Hawaii. He's been in the military for some years.
Sometimes when, you know, maybe it's his twin.
No. My arm.
Uh-huh.
He said, "What's that about?" I said, "Well, my name is Frank, and I'm an identical twin, and so people used to confuse us. So I had to put an F on my arm so they don't confuse us."
Okay.
And that's the truth.
That's the truth.
Believe it or not.
Wow.
Even my mother used to confuse us when we were kids. She would, bathe one of us and then go to the kitchen and turn the rice, come back and bathe me again.
All identical
Yeah.
for
Oh, don't know.
Any last word that you would like to give any artists or upcoming artists or Belizean community out there? I mean, I know you are very powerful with your delivery, so I need you to really deliver and let us know what you think about what's going on with our little Belize and how you can help.
Okay, well, in a time like September, I think all Belizeans should unite. Whatever differences we have, that be it in the music world, be it in family, be it with friends, restaurant, whatever. This is a month that we should come together and unite. Forget about all these differences. And just come and deliver the same message to, I think, which is love, of course, but whatever happens in Belize affects all of us.
Right.
Not one, not me and you, it affects everybody. So I think we should be positive in that mindset always.
All right, and once again, you hear from the Prince Michael.
Thank you.
And you are here on
I'll wake up like this.
Continues, and of course I Wake Up Like This continues right here on Radio Belize Mix. We're a little bit over the time, but we're having fun because it is the 10th of September, 7 minutes after 1 o'clock. I'll Wake Up Like This. Lorna?
I Wake Up Like This. We're having so much fun. I know we're a little bit over, but I really want to thank my guests real quick. Mr. Roy Young, thank you for coming out and joining us. Miss Donna Sutherland, thank you for coming out and joining us. And I Wake Up Like This. And Mr. Prince Michael, thank you for joining us. And also visiting us today is Miss Elaine Proby, Mr. Dixon. Thank you for coming by. We also had Mr. Glenn Booth from the son of the one and only. Glenn Booth was in the house. Oh my God, we have so much visitors. Rosita and Des, thank you. You really look good in all your Belizean outfits. Jelly, Sister Laverne, and Little Belize Restaurant. Again, we have Mr. Smith here, Faron Smith, who is, he's going to tell the world as far as what he has been doing real quick, and he has something coming up. Like I said, we have several events that day, Joan Greenwood events, and Faron and Phil Smart. So thank you for visiting us today on our Wake Up Like This.
Thanks for having me.
So Faron, real quick, I know that this is our Belizean month, and you have the privilege of having 2 events. So I need you to tell the world, especially your events, and when are those happening?
Okay, first of all, happy 10th to everybody. Happy 10th to you guys.
Happy 10th.
I just seen hip hip hooray for the Wayk Up this morning.
That's right, hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray! Yeah, so this year, September 17th, we're having pre-Independence Day dance. We're having it at the Global Beat on off of Slauson. That's 3810 Slauson. That's Bella Carriage Place. And we're having Michael Wagner and Del Smart along with King Rancho, along with the New Wave Band. So that's Saturday, and more of a drop-down type
jump up type of party, you know what I mean?
All right, I'm gonna push this real hard for you guys. You know, if you're looking for something to do on September 17th, okay, that's the Saturday night. I need you guys to go to the Global Beach, which is Bella Carri's place. That is on Slauson, right? That is on Slauson. We have my artist Michael Wagner, Dels and the Sensation, and the New Wave Band that's gonna be there. And donation is how much?
$30 for the ticket, $50 for couples.
All right, so you save $10 if you get your other half to come. But you could come by yourself because this is gonna be real nice. So that's September 17th. And September 18th, you guys are also having day 2 production.
Yes, September 18th, we're having the first Belize Independence Day Street Fest. And we're having it on Nutwood, right outside of Little Belize. You know, that's where we are right now. We're going to block off the street, and we have the police, we have the city. We're going to have enough security, everything, and block off this whole area and just put up booths, tents. Kids going to be here. We'll have jumpers for the kids. We'll have face painting. We're going to have ice machines. We're going to have video games. We're going to have information booths. We're going to have food, craft, everything. We'll put on staging in the middle of the street, put like about 3 banners out there, and boom.
And boom. And you hear it from Faron Smith. And boom. Okay, so that's September 18th. This is a street parade here on Market Street. He's going to block off La Brea, and Market will be blocked off.
Yeah.
The city is in tune with everything that's happening, you guys. So I need you guys to support this one. You guys could support also the other festivities that's going to be in Hollywood. We're going to run from one event to the next event.
Boom.
Boom. Okay, because all are with a one. All are with a one. So you guys keep in tune with what's happening for September 17th. Because any Belizean event, if you could show your face as support. And who that one day? That another one, we one day at Prince Hall. All right, so boom.
Yeah, I don't know. So
don't know.
There's a lot of events happening this year, so people could choose or, you know, whatever is best for them. But, you know, they have a whole lot of people in this state.
Right, Belizean is a large community. Yeah, we have a large community.
And we could open it up to other people too, because it's about time they could see how wicked Belizean.
Right,
you know we are the best. You know we are the best. We got the best food. We're pretty. What else? What else? We're pretty bad and we got the best food. and we could dance the best. So everybody come out. All of Inglewood, all of LA, and you know, come do your thing.
All right, Mr. Dixon. Mr. Dixon is in the house. He's gonna say a word or two to all Belizeans. All Belizean. Big Tradee. I want to big up Big Tradee. Miss Bobby, you got a new one coming out. Big Tradee got a new release coming out. That is from the East Siders. My brother-in-law from the East Siders. A new music coming out.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, presenting to you the one and only MC of Los Angeles, California, and the world, Mr. Fred.
Hey,
Dixon.
Dixon! Hooray!
Hip, hip.
Hooray!
All right. Happy 10th, Mr. Fred.
Happy 10th to you guys.
I like
too.
your red, white, and blue colors.
Thank you so much, guys. You're very kind.
Oh, yeah, he's ready.
Well, can we do this interview in Creole?
Yes,
Sure,
please,
man.
please. Can you take a picture for me, please?
So I could talk by just saying ho.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Creole.
But I want to hear you say, I wake up like this.
I wake up like this.
You what?
With this kind of energy, I might just go sleep like this.
Now how you wake up?
That is so cool. That is so nice. Listen, I just want to take the time to convey happy 10th of September, Battle of St. George's Key to all my Belizean friends, my Belizean people, at home and abroad.
Right.
Happy Independence Day coming up real soon. But let's not jump the gun. Let's celebrate because this is a very, very important day in Belize. This Battle of St. George's Key, just as important as the independence.
Right. Well said. Really appreciate that.
Right. We really got to stretch that because they're telling me that the 10th is all about carnival, and that's not what it's supposed to be. Okay, we want to keep it. I want to see a lot of the Belize colors, all the clothes on.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I think it's just a matter of letting the new generation know, because I don't think it's been taught, but the emphasis hasn't been on the accomplishment, what the Battle of St. George's Key was all about. And without the Battle of St. George's Key, we wouldn't have a party on the 21st, no?
Right.
Let's reminisce quickly, Mr. Fred. I want to hear your version of the 10th of September back home.
Oh, I had a wonderful time back in Corozal. My sister was, as a matter of fact, I just wished her 10th.
Tell her right there. Talk to her.
Yes.
The camera.
My sister, Miss Eliza Jefferson, was Queen of the Bay in Corozal. In 1967, I was a proud brother, no? And I remember performing on the same stage where she was on. So, I go back in the music business a little bit. I haven't always been an MC. But I am always happy celebrating this day because I have very pleasant memories of living in Corozal, especially that multicultural in Corozal, no? where people really live hand in hand in Corozal, the diversity. I really appreciate growing up in Belize and, of course, in Corozal. So once again, happy 10th of September, Battle of St. George's Key to everyone in Belize.
Right, and Mr. Fred, if we haven't said it enough, we do appreciate you because this is what I Wake Up Like This is all about.
That's right.
We do appreciate you, sir, with everything that you've done within the Belizean community, especially for the artists.
Same here. Same here.
Once again.
No, go yet. No, Mr. Fred Dixon gave me the opportunity to play music here in the United States when I first got here.
First break?
Yeah, when my lip pants me tight. You understand what I'm telling you? So I'm going to say this. We had the opportunity. He hired us to go to Oakland. It was a big festivity going on there, and myself, Emmanuel Katus Mane, a prom, tall boy, we play bass. Several great musicians were put together, and we went and we had a wonderful time, and that was thanks to Mr. Fred. I still thank you today, always, for that opportunity.
I thank you guys, too, for stepping up and the way you display the Belizean music to so many people. It was the San Francisco Carnival, where we have about 500,000 people come out to see that event in 2 days. So that was a big show.
Yeah,
and you guys stepped up and hit it out of the park. Thanks again. You made me look good. Thank you so much.
You made us look good.
Well, we're going to wrap up now, Fred. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And Lorna, I thank you too for doing, because people don't normally give Lorna they give her props, but not enough. I want to give her plenty props, enough that it could float.
Every time.
That's Queen Lorna, folks. Queen Lorna. She has been doing an excellent job with a program that promotes Belizeans, recognize Belizeans from past and present, and even when we're still in a stomach right now, with no barn yet.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Johnson. And once again, where are we? At Little Belize Restaurant with
I Wake
Up
Like This.
Easy on a Saturday afternoon.
Are we ready for match?
Yeah. Because we're signing off now on Radio Belize Mix on Facebook. But they want the match song, so I'm
Yes, we got a match. We got a match.
All right, let me find the match one for you.
Miss Rosita, you got your flag? You got your flag? Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Put your fried jack in the air. Let's go.